From season 4 to this season, I found myself happy because someone finally chose to turn away from a life that put their family in danger. He chose his family, and that excited me. I was starting to root for him from the first episode to the second episode, and this was an amazing way to start this season off. From the first episode with losing Lou, which was dramatic, to now we lose Neek. Not in the way I thought we was going to lose Neek. And the fact that it happened right when his family life was in danger with Marvin, because that whole family is unhinged, and we're going to talk about it. But even the respect Kanan gave him at the end, and respect. It's hard for a person who lived that life the whole time. And this whole episode was about that. When he was talking to Kanan, when he was talking to old boy, the fat dude that snitched. We can't call him fat because he snitched and almost got Unique's family gone. When Marvin still ended them, so I don't know what's going on. So he's off the show, but he got a good ending because he got his family. He gets to raise his son. I am your boy, Laugh as I May. And of course, we are talking about Power Book 2, Season 5, Season 5, Episode 2. I don't know what. But let's get into this. Okay, we start off with that line, but then we had this. And my guy Breeze, I understand him more, and I'm starting to like his character more, and my boy is portraying him well. Shout out to Spider-Man, y'all know. But I'm not stormy. I float in and I float out simple like a breeze. Listen, my boy was cooking. He was cooking in this episode. I firmly liked that idea of him. And his character is growing on me. It's early to say what I wanted to say, and I was going to say his character work so far, probably my second favorite in the whole Power series, the Ghost. Because even in this short instance, his character, I can see the similarities of Ghost and where Ghost learned some of this stuff from. Like I said, that whole line from the beginning was smooth. Only thing I think more so than Ghost is he's unhinged and he's a little crazy. He even had the scene like this. He's like, yo, Taz, you all salted because you feel like you're getting passed over. He's like, I am. He's like, yeah, you are. Mostly because you like this, my guy. You are literally this person the entire time. What are you talking about? My boy is sitting out here complaining, crying, asking questions to people who don't supposed to know what's happening in that room. As do you know, all because he's jealous of Kanan, which is gonna lead to something. And Breeze warned him because, like I said, Breeze is smart. He like, gonna lead you to worse things. I'm probably gonna have to do it, but it's gonna probably be Kanan. And by the way, I learned a lot about why Kanan and him gonna get along. Kanan is not a thinker. We have seen in this episode, and by the way, we're gonna address something that somebody told me in the comments. I appreciate you, but I want to address that. But he's not a thinker. He's a doer. I just handle business. That's all I do. My mother taught me that. Because Rock is the only thinker because she never let nobody else think. That's one of her problems. That's one of the problems in the show. But Breeze is a thinker. He like Kanan. Kanan not a thinker. Kanan just like, yo, as long as I'm a general or in the army, I don't have to be the president. I'm a general and I get to run my own shit. I want to run it. I'm good. And Breeze is perfect with it. Unique? Listen, Mom, Pa want me to work with you. That's it. Listen, you're going to be good. I don't believe nothing you say to me. All this bravado you doing is all fake. You don't run nothing. You got a few loyal soldiers. That's it. And we saw earlier, he ain't even got many of them no more. My man got his family, and that's all he got. I appreciate that salute, as Kanan said. But my boy Breeze is crazy. Dang. Asinine. He lost his mind. But he's very smart. And he can see threads that's going to happen in the thing, and he's kind of maneuvering around it. I see why they trust him so much, and that's why Ghost had a lot of praise for him, even though he like, yo, I had to get rid of him because, again, Ghost is a threat to him. Unique was a threat to him in position. Kanan is not a threat to him. Kanan is not, like I said, Kanan not a thing. The same way Tommy was not a threat to Ghost. Tommy and Kanan would be in the same predicament, the same spot of crash outs. We saw what happened in Force. We know what happened with that. But so I kind of get their relationship. I understand what they're doing with it. It's very unique. It's interesting. Kind of giving Tommy. He's not quite as much of a crash out as Tommy. Kanan ain't, but he's kind of a little more ruthless. I don't think he's a lot more ruthless. Tommy loves family and all that. Listen, By the way, y'all, somebody said in the comments, and we're going to break this down before we get to the next part when we talk about the family, that Kanan is just a confused teenager. Y'all do know we saw him as an adult, right? You do know he has 5 intermediate family members that he loves, or he appeared to love. He ended 3 of them already. One is already in the show still, but we saw him later on end her. He ended his own son, and he ended Luke. That's 3 out of the 5 people that was constantly in his life in his childhood that we saw. The constants in his life. We're not talking about his dad who Rock ended. We're not talking about his friend who Rock ended. And we're not talking about Fame who he found out in this episode. The police don't even know who he is. I don't know who that is. So he's kind of thinking now, but I don't have regret. I just have things that bother me a lot. But he's ended 3 of his 5 biggest relationships in his life. He's unhinged. He's a confused teenager. No, he's a ruthless. Listen, we have to stop this excuse making when our kids is bad or when they are like insane, those psychopathic tendencies. You have to stop it, especially when they don't even hide it. This like, oh, he just confused. No, he shot his uncle, went to a funeral, didn't even go respects to the family, and act like it didn't happen. Even when Unique asked him in the episode, you probably did it. It's something wrong with your family. You probably. No, you can't live with family. You can't live with them. You can't live with them. Which led him to the family talk again, which led to Unique leaving again because he kept talking about family in the whole episode. And he realizes he ain't going to be able to run things. And it's not really worth it because it's just going to get his family in trouble. But he doesn't respond to any of this. It's like not a lot of remorse. He even wears the jacket and necklace that Luke wears in the show. You realize it after he ended him that he kind of does it to honor him in a way. And it's kind of weird because, like I said, that's some psychopathic tendency. Instead, we just go to excuse that he's just a young kid who's confused. No, his uncle saved his life. He showed no remorse for it. Oh, he's dealing with his own way. Listen, ever see someone deal with doing something like that in their own way, and it's just to pretend it don't happen, and say, I don't have regret. I just have things that bother me a lot. Not right. That's the type of person that will end his childhood cousin and best friend. That's the person that will end his own son's life. That's that type of person. And we see it. Listen, we got to stop making excuses for it. So I just want to get that out of the way before we go into the final thing I want to talk about. And it's the family. We understand. When Lou passed, family is kind of broken apart. We have Rock and Matt Haddon making deals on her own because she's trying to fix everything. That's her problem. She tries to fix everything instead of having a human emotion and understanding and talking it out. No, I'm going to fix it. I always got to fix your problem. Marvin, in this scene, Marvin, I had to fix what you caused because every guy said this way to get this money. I know you worried about Unique. We got to worry about this money. I want Unique gone too. Got to get this bread. Everybody in this family on here, Jukebox even accused Rock of horrible things. And that's confusing me too. I do want to say this because Marvin does crash out and he's ended Big Boy's life and then went to end the family's life basically. But he was going to end the family. Like, don't pretend. Y'all going to be like, Marvin, no, he was going to kidnap them. He going to do something worse to get him back. Marvin is unhinged right now. Lou is his baby brother. He was going to do whatever it take to make sure he hurt. I don't know if he would have touched the son though. I am not going to say it, but the wife, I don't know. We'll see. Now, Juke couldn't touch the family of the police officer. But I do want to say this, though. Rock, I don't know what your reputation is, but everyone goes to the worst thing that you could do. Unique did it. Juke did it. Like, she was sleeping with Unique. I'm like, what do you want her to, what do you want me to say? That Marvin was like, he was unhinged. What do you want me to say? Yeah, she was sleeping with Duke, so she's trying to protect him now? By the way, she asked the police, my mother sent you in Fame. They're like, I don't know who Famous is. I don't know what you're talking about. Because Rock didn't. Rock, I get the first season you did some heinous acts. But I have still yet to see in this show to why Unique was like, yo, Rock would end you because of something she did. By the way, the whole premise of this is from the fourth season, he assumed she loved him. And he assumed that she was with his brother to try to put him out. Because I don't know what reputation she has that this happened. This must be before this show because this show has not shown any reputation of Rock doing anything so heinous as to working with her brother, whom she, by the way, helped end, by the way, and working with him to win Unique, or to end Famous, or to end his girlfriend, or to end Lou at that point. Like, the one thing she is overprotective and tries to fix everything, and she goes overboard. And she will end anybody that's not her family. She has never been proven to hurt her family or anybody in her family in such a way that's so heinous, unless, unlike Kanan did his homeboy in the first season, gets him in a situation he shouldn't be getting in, and to protect Kanan, she does it. And admit to Kanan she does it. I don't know if Rock did something before this season, or is everybody in this show, or everybody in this family. Unique, I get it, he had head trauma, but everybody in his family just goes to the worst possible scenario because they're all a little bit psychotic. We learn a little later, it's something wrong with this family, and Rock might be, Lou was the most normal one, and Rock might be the second most normal, but she's too busy trying to prove that she's the man, and she can do what her husband did, that she's kind of forgetting to help with humanity of everybody else in the family. Grieve, woman. We saw you grieve. But show it to your family so they think you're human. They don't think you're human right now, Rock. You don't think they're human. And we see she went to Stefano, and Stefano, he wants Unique too, but Unique left, shout out to that. But he wanted Unique cut out now, so Stefano probably good, because he still wants Unique's head on a platter. As you saw, they kind of went for his head on the platter, and everywhere Unique was, they went. Saw Kanan and Freeze go into the house. You also saw my boy Marvin go into the house in the family, and right before they did it, he took the family and left everything and said, we're going to build somewhere else. We ain't never going back to New York. Which saved his life and saved his family life, which I rooted for in this show. I was so happy to see. And shout out to Flossie. Flossie's an interesting character. She reminds me of old girl from a smarter version of old girl from Force. I think she seems smart already because she seemed like a plan, even though she seems to have some kind of maybe a relationship crush on Rock. But I'm interested to see what she do. She was in it just for a little bit, and we also have like a few more people coming in. I don't think they really important, but I think it's gonna lead to something. By the way, I want to say this before the end: the police in Raising Kanan are by far evil. These people are evil. Like, they're too nosy, they're too evil, and they're not even the one that was good. The one cop in the show that was good. But I don't even think the head cop who lost his job, I don't think he was that good. He knew what he was doing. You knew what the old boy Mark Kanan's dad was doing. You've been hiding that crap the whole time. He's not pretending. And the one cop that was good, who was trying to prove she could live with her daddy, was too nosy and messing up other cops' business. Got ended. But before we go, I do want to say this. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you enjoyed the show, really, got a hype, you can spin it on your boy. I appreciate that. But before we get off, I do want to make a statement. I do want to make a prediction. I think Kanan ends all of them. I think he ends Marvin. And I think, in a way, he ends Rock. I think Rock is going to take the bid for Kanan. The show's called Raising Kanan. She's going to take the bid for Kanan. Before we meet Ghost and all them, and they take Kanan, get him locked up with Juke and all that. But I think Kanan going to end Marvin. I do. I think he's gonna go for the whole family. His whole family he just ruined. Kind of ruined Tariq too. Like everything Kanan touches, as y'all told me, he's just a young, confused kid. Everything he touches tends to go to ruin. And family ends when Kanan's around. Happens. And this not just one incident. We saw him as an adult do it. It ain't like, okay, he grew up. No, it just happens. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think Kanan's going to end Marvin? Does he end Rock? I think Rock's going to take the bid for him. I have no clue what's going to happen this season, but I think Rock's going to take the bid for him. Let me know. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Peace.